and welcome back to Star Wars Outpost. Thanks so much for clicking on our video today. We'd really appreciate a thumbs up as it helps the channel out a lot. Today we're going back to our previous discussion, focusing on the similarities and differences between the Jedi and Sith Orders. But this time we want to concentrate on the history of the two orders. We hope you enjoy the points we selected for the video today. We're going to start first with the Jedi's ancient history. Now, today we want to learn the canon side of history, but a really interesting EU comic called Force Storm from the Dawn of the Jedi comic series gives an interesting side of the story from Legends that really seems to have influenced the canon story. We recommend you check it out, but I digress. Back to the canon history of the Jedi Order. We learn of the Dai Bendu that were predecessors to the Jedi Order. We might remember the character Bendu from Star Wars Rebels. We would certainly consider him a manifestation of this ancient Dai Bendu group and their practices and beliefs. The oldest of holocrons are said to have come from the Dai Bendu, as are the first monasteries dedicated to learning the ways of the Force. Again, this sounds an awful lot like that Legends comic I mentioned already, but this is canon information confirmed in a recent RPG game that Star Wars produced, so pretty cool. Remember that the Force is not the same as the Jedi, so while the Dai Bendu focused on mastering the Force, that didn't make them Jedi. The first Jedi, called the Prime Jedi, founded the Jedi Order on the planet Ahch-To that we saw in the sequel trilogy where Luke Skywalker was hiding. The ancient Jedi Order was based around 8 sacred texts that we saw him protecting. These texts taught the history of the Jedi and gave guidance to those studying to become one. They also described the world between worlds that we saw in Star Wars Rebels. All these ancient ideologies changed over time and didn't really influence the Order's ways as we saw them during the Skywalker saga. Eventually, a rogue Jedi came to believe that true power came from tapping into the dark side of the Force. He was cast out of the Order, but gained many followers and formed a new order, the Sith Order. This period in time is called the 100-Year Darkness. During this time, the new Sith Order created a civil war against their former brothers in the Force, which led to their defeat and exile on the planet Moraband, unbeknownst to the Jedi. There the Sith waited for the perfect time to strike again. They built giant temples and tombs in a valley called Valley of the Dark Lords. They eventually came out of hiding and sought to take control of the galaxy. They opposed the Jedi and waged war against them, destroying many planets, even their own homeworld, Moraband. It was because of these wars that super weapons powered by giant kyber crystals were first created with the motive of destroying entire planets. Around this same time were the Mandalorian-Jedi Conflicts. The cultures of both groups conflicted greatly because the Mandalorians valued strength and war above all else. But this went contrary to the peace-seeking ways of the Jedi, who tried to protect the weak. It was during these conflicts that Pre Vizsla's Darksaber was stolen from the Jedi Temple in Coruscant. The Sith was also focusing on the Republic capital of Coruscant. They attacked Coruscant and destroyed the Jedi Temple. They built a shrine there, and in time, it became a place of immense dark side power. The Jedi eventually drove them out and built a second temple over the Sith shrine in an attempt to eliminate its power, though they were never completely successful. The Jedi continued to expand their empire despite their defeat on Coruscant. They built a temple on Malachor, and this temple was a super weapon powered by, what do you know, a giant kyber crystal. When the Jedi learned of this weapon, they raided the temple and waged a battle against the Sith Empire. During the battle, the temple was activated, killing everyone immediately. We see the aftermath of this battle in Star Wars Rebels. The Sith's quest to gain power was ultimately their undoing because, in the end, they turned against one another, and with the Jedi going against them on top of that, they were apparently defeated. However, one of my favorite Sith Lords, Darth Bane, survived and established the rule of 2, stating that there could only be 2 Sith, a master and an apprentice. This is all in canon, but if you want EU insight into the story of Darth Bane, be sure to check out the Bane novel series. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite. The rule of 2 allowed the Sith to easily stay in hiding for 1,000 years. Nobody, not even the Jedi, knew of their existence. The Sith were able to take their time in plotting revenge against the Jedi, waiting for the perfect time to attack. Which brings us all the way up to the time of Darth Sidious and what we see as the Galactic Republic-serving Jedi Order. Thanks so much for watching all the way till now. We're so excited for the Dark Side focus series coming up called The Acolyte, which we hope will give us a lot more insight into the history of these orders. What do you hope to see in the upcoming series? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one.